Okay, the third component of the Pro Shuttle is what we call the next 10. Once we get into our stance, we get our first 5 yards, then we're going to focus on improving our next 10 yards and how we maximize our steps on that. So when we did our first 5, we talked about cutting the 5 total yards to 4 yards. So now what we're going to try to do in the next 10 is make sure that we come out of this touch, low in an angle, head down in a straight line for the next 10 yards. But instead of going for 10, we're going to explode out of this lane, explode out of the lane. As we're going past 6 yards, we want to make sure that we start turning the hip to come in an angle once again. Put the right foot at the 9-yard line, put the left foot and right hand at the 10 in a light, low angle, ready to explode back to the last finish. So that's what we call the next 10. Once again, we'll come out of a line, head down, straight ahead. Okay? Once we do that, after 6 yards, we're going to start rotating the spine and the hips to touch the line and then explode back out. So remember, we're looking to stay low and come down after 6 yards. So let's go ahead and get set. And go. Low, good, and out. So, once again, that's the next 10, and if you noticed, he slipped a little bit, but that's fine. He recovered well. He was a little tall, but we need to get a little lower because once we get to the 6-yard line, we want to make sure that you're going back down. Okay, so you stood up and you stayed a little taller as you got to the 7 or 8 yard, and then you tried to stay low, so it became a little inefficient. So we can work on that. But if you notice, you're looking to come shooting out of that line, start heading down after 6 yards, rotate the hip, and explode out of that line. Okay, and that's what we call the next 10.